All right, welcome again to another beautiful video, and today we're going to be doing something amazing, right? We're going to be working on three things right here. We're going to be retouching the face. We're going to be as you can see, the clothes is kind of like there are some stains on it, and it's kind of like wrinkled, and you can see the mark of the underwears on it, which is not looking nice at all. And then we're going to work a little bit on the background to make it smoother than it is right now. So this is an exciting time, but I'm going to divide this video into three. Now the first is the retouching, the second is going to be the clothes retouching, and then we're going to the third part of the video is going to be about the background, how to make it more smoother than it is. All right, so let's jump right into the video. All right, so welcome guys. As you can see, this is in capture one, so we're going to move it right into Photoshop to start editing. All right, so I'm going to go to image, I'm going to go to edit with, and then with Adobe Photoshop 2022. So let's edit variant and we're good to go. So we're going to wait for it to load, and then we have it in Photoshop 2022. So yeah, let's zoom in so we can look at you can see the face. I don't think there's really much to do in terms of removing blemishes, but I'm going to duplicate this layer, Ctrl J to duplicate, and then I'm going to select my patch tool to remove some of the just some tiny bit of blemishes right here. All right, I think that is all. Okay, so I'm going to run my frequency separation. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to press Ctrl J to duplicate my layer 1, and then I'm going to rename it. This time I'm not going to use texture or color. Like I said before, it doesn't matter the name you use, it makes no difference. All right, so I'm going to use low frequency, and then I'm going to use high frequency. All right, I just prefer the the color and texture because it's kind of like shorter. All right, so now we have our layer renamed. So I'm going to go over to low frequency. I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to go to noise, then median. But I use Gaussian blur, whichever one works best for you. But I find that median, I prefer median. But I use Gaussian blur some of the time. So I'm going to go to median, and then I'm going to select a radius of let's just say 5 or 4 will be fine. 4 will be fine. All right. So I'm going to wait for it to load, and then I'm going to make my high frequency layer visible again, and then I'm going to go to image, apply image, and then I'm going to go to low frequency. I'm going to hit OK. All right. So I'm going to go from normal to linear light. All right. So I'm going to select my low frequency. I'm going to hold down my control key on the PC and command key on the Mac to select my low frequency. So I'm going to press Ctrl G to group, and then the drop down menu, I'm going to bring it down, select my low frequency. I'm going to duplicate my low frequency, and then I'm going to hold down my Alt key, and then you can see the icon has changed from this hand to more like a arrow pointing downwards. So I'm going to click. So what I've done is that I'm not going to edit on this image. I'm going to work on this. So maybe I want to make some adjustments in the future. I'm going to that will be the layer I'm going to edit, not the whole stuff. All right, so I'm going to select my mixer brush tool, and then I have my settings. Load is white is 11, low 75, mix is 90, and then flow is 100. So I'm going to start mixing. Let's turn off this high frequency part, and then reduce my brush using my left bracket key, and then increase using the right bracket key. All right, so I'm going to leave it to about the size. All right, then we'll start mixing. All right, this is one of my favorite parts in frequency separation, and that's where most of the work is, but you have to take your time and be careful. Now, one of the ways to get better with mixing is by practice. Really, is by practice. Practice makes better. Okay. All right, welcome back to um the video, the tutorial rather. So I guess I'm pretty much done with the face. Just some slight changes. Now make sure you maintain the line, line. Let's look at the before and let's look at the after. So maintain the line, don't tamper with that. So you can see the nose. She was all sweaty when I took this picture, so that's part of the job. All right, so I think we're done with the face. Yeah, so let's look at the before. There's the before and there's the after. All right, I think I like the job so far. Okay, so there's some little things I want to get rid of. There's some lines I'm seeing there that I don't really like. All right, like I said, you have to take your time, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try as much as possible to get it right. What am I doing? Okay, so power clip. All right, so I'm going to move down to the hand and then start mixing. Now the highlights to the highlights, the shadows to the shadows, don't forget that. So start mixing. So I'm going to turn on my high frequency so I can see. All right, you have to be careful around those areas. So the knuckles we're going to mix around it, and maybe we're going to use a technique called dodge and burn to really work on it. But for now, we're going to use our mixer brush to mix it down a bit. I'm going to show you how I'm going to, maybe in this video, maybe in the next video. All right, I think that is fine. There's still a lot of stuff, but I'm going to use dodge and burn to get rid of those black knuckles right here. All right, so I think that is all for this video. So let's look at the before and then let's look at the after. All right, thank you so much guys for watching. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how I get rid of some of this stuff right here. We're still going to be working on this image, so we're going to be getting rid of let me use my brush tool to demonstrate what we're going to be doing in the next video. So this guy right here, we're going to be getting rid of it. So this guy, and then some of this stuff right here. So that's it. Just make it way better to just overall actually. All right, so thank you so much guys for watching this video. So in our next video, we're going to be fixing the clothes and making it smooth and all of that. So thank you so much guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.